Hello everyone, I'm here with another deck profile, and it's going to be on White Weenie Pauper. So what Pauper is a format in Magic the Gathering where you're only allowed to use common cards. You're not allowed to use any other rarities other than common. It's a super fun format and super budget, if you can imagine you're only using commons. Any cards that's been printed in common you are allowed to use. So yeah, it's a super awesome, cool format if you want to like try to, if you're new to Magic or you're experienced and you want to try a different format. Pauper is a super nice format where you don't have to spend a whole lot of money into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the nitty gritty. Whoop! So the lands, we run 21 lands. 17 are, which are plains. The rest of the four is Secluded Steppe, which is a cycle land. Let's just draw some stuff, man, because why not? Bonesplitters. This card's awesome. Just pumps +2/+0 mixture of creatures. Scary, I guess. Journey to Now here, pretty much removal. When ETBs, you exile a creature. Then when Journey leaves, the exiled creature returns to the battlefield. Next, Oblivion Ring. So it's a bigger version of Journey, but you could do exile a non-land permanent. So again, when this card leaves, the non-land permanent enter the battlefield. Next, Unmake. It is kind of expensive for removal, but it is instant speed, so that you get to use it on your opponent's turn. It's just really nice to interact. Last of the non-creatures is the Prismatic Strands. Pretty much it's a fog for white. Any damage that is dealt to you this turn is not dealt to you, I guess. You pretty much get to pick a color, and you prevent it. It also has flashback, so you can tap and untap white creature, to pretty much play this card. Instead of paying 3 mana, you tap and untap white creature. So it's really awesome. It's an awesome card. On to the creatures. Playset of Doomed Traveler. This card's awesome because it's like a 2-for-1 card, so if the creature dies, you get a spirit token flying into the battlefield. Super nice. So like if they board wipe or you block or whatnot, it's just super good. Javelineer. So I only run 3 instead of 4 because it does have Summoning Sickness, so you can't use its ability right off the bat. But when it enters the battlefield, it gets a Javelin counter on it, and then you can tap this card out to remove Javelin counter to deal damage to any target, which means you can ping players, you can ping yourself, ping planeswalkers. Usually you want to use this on Delver of Secrets, yeah, because nobody wants to see that thing flip. Ugh. Anyway, Stranded Bear. This card's awesome. Pretty much, if your opponent would play anything that would that would target any of your creatures, it would have to target this card first. So for example, if your opponent's playing Boggles and they play an enchantment aura, instead of equipping it to their creature, you could simply equip it to the Stranded Bearer. So this card is super awesome. Lightning Bolt, it has to Lightning Bolt this card first. Yep. Next is the Core Skyfisher. So pretty much what this card does is when it enters the battlefield, you get to bounce a permanent you control to the owner's hand. So sometimes you usually bounce lands, or you can, once you use this guy, he doesn't have the Javelin counter, but with Core Skyfisher, you can bounce this, and then you can replay it, and it will have the counter again, and you can try to reuse the ability. So it's a super nice interaction with that. Next is the Porcelain Legionnaire. Porcelain Legionnaire? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Pretty much just a cool artifact holding a sword. Anyway, you can essentially pay it for 2 mana, and you pay 2 life, so it's essentially a 2-drop-ish. And it has first strike and 3/1, so it's really devastating with the Bonesplitter, since Bonesplitter gives it +2/+0, so it's a 5/1. So it's a 4-turn clock for your opponent, which is really scary. And that's on turn 2, yeah, because turn 1, like, you play the Bonesplitter, and then turn 2 this guy, and then turn 3 you start attacking with them. So really nice. Last but not least, of the creatures is Guardian of the Guild pack. So this card's awesome, super awesome, because it has protection from monocolor. So like your opponent can't Doomblade this card, lightning bolt it, you know, and if you attack and they have like a blue creature or whatever, or they're playing mono blue, they can't block because it has protection from the monocolor. So the card is really powerful against monocolor decks. So yeah, so this is pretty much the deck profile. Essentially the whole point of this deck is just trying to, you know, control the board with, like, you know, creature removal, and try to, like, play a bunch of, like, not really weak creatures, but creatures that kind of work well together, and just kind of control the board state. I do have a sideboard. The community here for Pauper is not very popularized, I guess. It's not as, you know, important, I guess. I don't know, not a lot of people play it or have interest in it. But hopefully, you know, we'll have some sort of community. I don't know, we'll see. So we'll have Guardian of the Guild pack for the sideboard. The sideboard isn't really, like, finished, or I just kind of put it together, I guess, because there's no one that really plays Pauper other than, like, me. Okay. I'm trying to get people into playing Pauper, because it's a super fun format. Playing Dust to Dust, pretty much super good against, like, Affinity, because Affinity plays artifacts, and instead of destroying them, you remove them. Super good. Another enchantment and artifact hate, super good against, like, you know, playing against Boggles and stuff. Pacifism, just make sure that they're not attacking. Gives your creatures protection from red, super awesome. Gives your creature protection from black, so, you know, against mono black. Pretty much a lightning bolt for things that's not white. So if you're not white, you'll take 3. And then the other Legionnaire. So yeah, that is the deck profile. Hopefully you liked it. Let me know what you think about the format if you'd never heard it before. Hopefully this will interest you. I got this deck for about $20-ish, and it's pretty consistent. Like I've played against, like, Modern, multiplayer, Modern, and I've won a couple of times. So it's a really not precisely, like, the best, but it's pretty consistent. All right. Hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.